Sup gamers, it's me GinePik and welcome back to a brand new Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be showing us a simple and easy automatic crop farm that works for all Minecraft platforms, whether it's your mobile device, Xbox, PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch or PC. This is a simple and easy design which will give you tons of crops for whatever use you have. So how this crop farm works is there are two villagers in this farm. One is the main farmer villager and another villager where the farmer villager will toss all the crops towards. But we are using a hopper minecart system over here, so whenever this villager toss ends the food towards a villager over here, this hopper minecart will pick up all the items and it will be distributed into the chest, making this villager standing over here get nothing. So that is what we are using mechanic in order for the farm villager to walk towards this villager over here. Now this farm will only work when this villager gets nothing. If this villager managed to get one item or one crop, then this farm will break completely. So these two hopper minecarts over here will completely make sure that doesn't happen, making this villager hungry, and the farmer villager will toss in the food towards this two section over here and it will end up in this chest or this chest right over here. I just AFK'd for a few minutes and as you can see I was able to get a stack of potatoes. This farm can also be used for other all crops as well, carrots, beetroots as well as wheat as well. This farm is best used for carrots as well as potatoes. Reason why is because carrots give you a lot and there are no downsides, such as when you're using potatoes there is a chance of dropping poisonous potatoes as well. So if you want to use carrots, I'll highly recommend you to use this farm for carrots. You can also use it for potatoes. Now if you want to use it for wheat or beetroot seeds, you have to keep in mind this farmer villager will pick up a lot of seeds which will prevent the beetroots from collecting and they will randomly despawn. And in my testings, this farmer villager was able to get too much seeds which caused some of the beetroot as well as wheat to get despawned. And the easy fix for that is to just go ahead and fill this villager's inventory slot with 8 stacks of seeds, whether it's wheat seeds or if you want beetroot, you can go ahead and put beetroot seeds. And this villager will never be able to collect any of the beetroot or the wheat. And if this farmer villager ever gets wheat, it will convert into bread, so you'll never get the wheat back. So if you want to get wheat or beetroot, you can go ahead and build a hopper minecart system underneath, a rail system, which the hopper minecart would collect all the wheat or beetroot if you want, and you can go ahead and build a chest system or unloader system and everything will be inside of that chest. That is the only way to collect all the wheat as well as beetroot, and that will make sure that nothing gets despawned and that will get lost. You can also use this automatic farm for an automatic potato XP farm as well. You can go ahead and build an add-on. If you want an automatic XP farm, make sure you go check out this tutorial right now. It's a simple and easy infinite XP farm. You can go ahead and build this in the corner right over here. It's a simple and add-on. You can go ahead and link to our video will be up in the iCards now. You can go ahead and check it out. Simple and easy design. Now if you want to wait till the farm, I already did 2 crop farm tests. One is for carrots as well as potatoes. I couldn't do the rest because I didn't have enough time. So I did 4 tests for each crop, so as you can see potatoes as well as carrots. So the first test gave me 819 potatoes per hour, that is this much, and the second test gave me 984 potatoes per hour, that is this much potatoes, and the third test gave me 998 potatoes, which is a lot. As you can see, you get this much, and the last test gave me 1075 potatoes per hour, which is the maximum. As you can see, you are able to get this much potatoes. Keep in mind, from potatoes you'll also be able to get poisonous potatoes as well, so don't expect any greater from carrots, because carrots most is 1151 carrots per hour. As you can see, that is a lot of carrots because there are no downsides when it comes to carrots. This is the first test for carrots. This is 877, that is this much carrots. And the third test gave me 994, this is this much, and the last test gave me 1099 carrots, and this is this much. These are the most you will be able to get from both crops, but also expect other weights as well during a per hour. If you love to test this farm before you build it in your survival worlds, a world download is provided down in the description below. It is a direct link to Mediafire, and also materials list is provided down in the description below for your convenience. And let's get right into the tutorial. This is the area that you'll be required to build this farm. It is an 18 wide, 18 long as well as 4 tall area, and also make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk as well. Reason why, because if you build this farm inside of a chunk border, then the entities will get deleted. The entities in this farm is villagers, so if you build this farm inside of a chunk border, then the villagers will get deleted if the game crashes or something happens to the game. So make sure to build this farm inside of a chunk because you don't want to see your villagers get deleted. And finding a chunk is pretty simple. You can go ahead and use different texture packs that reveal chunk, or you can go ahead and use chunk paste as well. And also this farm is stackable as well, so if you want to stack into another chunk, you can go ahead and build another one, or if you want to stack stack up vertically as well, you can go ahead. It's up to you how much you want to build. You can build it all around in a circle, or you can go ahead and build it in a 4th chunk radius. That's all up to you. Now when you're building this farm, make sure that you are far from any village, any villager type farm such as your iron farm or villager breeders. Make sure it's far from any workstation or any other beds. Reason why is because we need to make sure that this farm is far from all of the things so it works properly, so no other unlinking issues happen, and also making sure the villagers don't link to unwanted professions. So make sure that it is far from all other things, and also most importantly from iron farms as well. So if you don't want your iron farm to break, make sure that it is far from all of those things. Once you're done marking in the area that you want to build, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your dirt block and start placing in the dirt block like this. Now go ahead and place 1, 2, 3 all the way on the chunk. Just go ahead and place your 256 dirt all the way till the end. Make sure that it is on the chunk. Go ahead and place it all the way till the end. Once you're done placing in the dirt block, it should look something like this. Now we need to build in the section where we're placing in the water source. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your slab, make your way to the corner of the dirt. Now count 5 blocks to the left or the right depending on what corner you are. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once you're on the 5th block, now go ahead and count in 4 blocks inwards. Now it'll be block number 1, be 2, 3, 4. Now go ahead and make your way to the 5th block, mine that, and place in your lower half slab. Once done, now go ahead and grab your water. Go ahead and create an infinite source. You might need that. Go ahead and waterlog the slab. Once done, now go ahead and do the same on other corners as well. Go ahead and do the same over there, there, and there until you have a pattern something like this. Now this 4 water sources will make sure that all of the dirt will turn into farmland. Now once you're done placing the water source, all you gotta do is go ahead and grab your hoe tool and start making the farmland. Just go ahead and just right click all the dirt and that will turn into farmland. Go ahead and do the same all the way till the end. Once you're done turning in all of the dirt into farmland, it should look something like this. Now we're building in the storage section for this farm. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and pick in the corner where you want the storage section to be. You can go ahead and pick that, or any 4 corners. I'm just going to be picking in this direction, but you can go ahead and choose any one of 4. All you gotta do is go ahead and mine this block over here. Go ahead and place in your slab. This is where the villager will be standing in. The second villager where the farmer villager will toss in the food. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and mine these blocks over here as well as here. Now go ahead and place in your double chest over here as well as here. Once done, go ahead and grab your hopper. Place 1 hopper facing into a chest over here and another hopper facing into the chest like this. Go ahead and grab your glass block. You can also use slaughter blocks as well. Go ahead and wrap this area with glass block. You can go ahead and skip the corner. Place in your glass or saw blocks like this, and this is the area where the villager will stay in. Now all you gotta do is just go ahead and place a temporary block over here, followed by a fence. Make sure it is a fence and make sure it is standing like this. Mining the temporary block, place in your rail on top of the hopper. Make sure the rail is facing this direction. Make sure it is facing towards the fence. Once done, go ahead and grab your hopper minecart. Place it on top of the rail and go to do the same over here as well. Make sure the rail is facing towards the fence. If it's facing like this, just go ahead and mine in the glass or solid block at least temporarily and correct it like this. Then go ahead and place in your glass or solid block. Then place in your hopper minecart. And once done, that will be the collection system for the farm. Now all you gotta do is now go ahead and grab in your villagers. Now keep in mind, the villager should be a new villager from a villager breeder. So make sure to go ahead and grab a villager from a villager breeder. Make sure that you don't bring a villager from a villager trading hall. If you want a simple and easy villager breeder farm, make sure to go check out this tutorial right now. It's a simple and easy, which will give you tons of villagers. It's simple and easy design. Link to that video will be up in the icons right now. Go ahead and check it out. Once you're done putting in a villager inside, make sure to place in a glass or saw block on top to make sure that the villager doesn't bounce up and down. Now once you're done placing in the villager, now go ahead and grab in any workstation besides a composter. Go ahead and place it over here temporarily. You might need to break some blocks over here. Now if the villager doesn't link, just go ahead and grab in your bed. Place a bed over here. That will create a village and he will link to the workstation. Once he linked to the workstation, all you gotta do is just go ahead and open his trade. Go ahead and lock his profession, and once done, you can go ahead and mine in this as well as a bed as well. You need to place a bed later on to link in the farmer villager. Once you lock his trade, then he'll forever be a Fletcher or whatever workstation you give him besides a composter. The reason why we need to lock his trade is because if you ever decide to stack this farm, so this villager will not link to a farmer villager workstation and claim that. So make sure that you lock in this villager's trade, so in the future if you ever decide to stack, this villager will not be an annoyance. Now once you're done placing placing in the villager. Now all you gotta do is go ahead and grab in your glass, or you can use salt blocks as well. Just go ahead and place this on top of the slab like this in each of these areas. And once done, now go ahead and grab in your light sources. Now the light source I'll recommend is shroom light because it's really easy to get, but you can use any form of solid light blocks. This is to make sure that the farm villager doesn't bounce up and down, and that will destroy all of the farmland and turn into dirt. So make sure to place like this. And also crops do need light level in order to grow in nighttime, so make sure to place in your light sources. You can use any light sources. Just go ahead and place it on top of the glass. Now once you're done placing, now all you gotta do is just go ahead and wrap this whole area with glass or solid blocks. If you're using solid blocks, you can go ahead and use any. Go ahead and wrap this all the way till end. You can go ahead and skip the corners to make sure that it is too tall, and wrap this all the way till the end except the corners. Now once you're done placing in the light sources, now you need to place in even additional light. Now the reason why you need to place even more light is to make sure that the crops grow. So crops does require light level 9. That is what the wiki says. It requires light level 9 or higher in order to grow at night time. Now if it's nighttime and you're AFKing, it will make sure that all the crops does grow successfully and nothing gets left out. You can go ahead and spam it all the torches. Now you can go ahead and place like this torch, skip 3 or 2 blocks, then you can place in a torch. Go to the same over here, torch, skip 3 or 2 blocks, then torch. You can go ahead and do this all the way around till the end. Go ahead and place in your torches. That will make sure that all the crops get light level 9 and higher. Everything grows successfully. Once you're done placing in the light sources, now it's a decision that you make which crop that you want to be placed. Now if you want to use this farm for wheat or beetroot seeds, first you need to go ahead and place in all the wheat seeds first. If you want to use wheat or beetroot seeds, if you're using any one of these, make sure to place all of these with wheat or beetroot seeds. That should be player placed. Then go ahead and bring in the second villager. Make sure he becomes a farmer villager. Lock his trade. Then go ahead and give him 8 stacks of wheat seeds. You need to make sure that you give him 8 stacks of wheat seeds, and the same applies for beetroot as well if you want beetroot. Then once you're done giving him 8 stacks of wheat seeds, go ahead and build in your rail system underneath the farmland block. So whenever wheat seeds grows fully, the farmer villager will break, but he will be unable to pick up the wheat, making the wheat stand over there, and he will only be able to pick up the seeds. So the hopper mica underneath will pick up the wheat, and everything will be distributed into a chest. You can go ahead and build in an unloader system. It's pretty simple. You can go ahead and check any tutorial out there, and the same applies for beetroots as well if you want. And if you want to use this farm for potatoes as well as carrots, all you gotta do is just go ahead and pick anyone which you want. Go ahead and place this all the way till the end. Then go ahead and bring in your villager. Make sure he becomes farmer. Lock his trade. Then you don't need to give him any additional carrots. The carrots will just grow. And the same applies for potatoes as well. Those will grow, and once he has enough, he will see the villagers. He will come over here and he will toss it in. This hopper minecart will pick up the items. Once you have brought in your villager, just go ahead and place in your bed. He will link to it. Go ahead and place in your composter. He will link to it. Just go ahead and open his trade. Lock his trade. Once you have locked his trade, he will be farmer forever. Then you can go ahead and break in the workstation as well as the bed. The bed is not important. It is only important to just create a village so these guys can link. Now if this issue happens, as you can see the villager bouncing up, just go ahead and create a roof on top. If you only want to build one layer or this layer, just go ahead and grab in the glass or solid blocks and go ahead and just top it off with glass or solid block like this all the way till the end. Now that will be your one layer done. Now if you want to build in multiple layers, all you gotta do is just go ahead and do the same what you did. Again, just go ahead and grab in your dirt block, place in the dirt block over here. Make sure, just don't replace this with slab. Make sure that it is a solid block on top of this villager. If you place a slab, then this guy will just bounce up and down, so make sure it's a solid block over there. Just go to do the same what you did for the second layer as well. Just go ahead and place in your double chest over here as well as here. Just go ahead and place in your hopper on top over here. The villager will be over here. You know what to do. Place in your rails, hopper minecart here, fence here. Just do the same what you did. Now you can go ahead and expand this as much as you want, even in build height as well. That is all up to you. As you can see, I have topped off with a roof, and as you can see, all the crops has grown, and the farmer villager is picking up all the crops that's fully grown, and the farmer villager will only toss it to this villager once he has enough amount. So if the farmer villager has enough amount, he'll come towards here and he will toss. The hopper minecart will pick up everything, and it will be in this chest as well as this chest depending on which area he tosses in. And you can go ahead and AFK here for as long as you want. Now for extra extra protection, all you gotta do is just go ahead and place in your lightning rod nearby, so if it is thundering, all the lightning will get redirected onto those lightning rod and none of your villagers will become witches. Now if you're using saw blocks, you can just go ahead and place in your slab on top if you're only building one layer, so you can go ahead and place in your slab on top to prevent any mobs from spawning. I'm hoping today's Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorial was really helpful for whatever you usually have for crops, whether it was getting a lot of emeralds by trading to villagers or getting a lot of food. Make sure to leave a like and also make sure to share this video to other Minecraft players. That will really mean a lot to me. And also make sure to check out my channel because there's lots of Minecraft Bedrock Edition tutorials and more Minecraft Bedrock farms coming. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Adios.